Hey you guys, good to see you today here on Grassroots Gardening. So we're down here at the garden center. We're in our main retail space and we've got a problem. I'm hoping y'all can still hear me because we got to work back here by this fan today. Our Dosatron fertilizer injector has finally bit the dust. I've rebuilt it once before and she's still not working. So we've got a replacement we're going to go grab from inside the store and see if we can't switch them out real quick. All right, let's see what we're working with here, folks. Yep, looks right to me. So I've got this one rigged up where we can bypass the fertilizer injector and just go with straight water if we need to. So obviously we've got to cut both of those off right now. Cut it probably here, and then slap on our new pump. So Dosatron's got a little bleed valve up here at the top, so we can go ahead and relieve any pressure out of the line by pressing this little button up here on top. And I reckon what we can do first is go ahead and put us some Teflon on the threads of the Dosatron and go ahead and put our fittings on. Hey, I guess that would come from the testing. Never seen one come fresh from the factory with water in it. And just so we know that we put the Teflon on the correct direction, I want to make sure that these threads are standard threads. So we're going to screw in the fitting on this way, so we want the Teflon to go that way. I always put Teflon on any threaded fittings just to help ensure they don't leak. And we can just reuse this plastic holder. We don't have to. No sense in replacing it. Now we can just put our new one into place and see what we need to do to make it work. And one thing I should learn to do is look at all my parts before I get started, because I want to try to put this union in right here so we don't have to cut pipe in the future if we want to change this thing out. However, this is supposed to go on here, so we'll take these off and let's see if we can make this union work. You would think I've learned by now. Okay, now we're in much better shape. We won't have to take this pump off again. We can just undo the union. We don't have to cut the pipe. Another very important thing, pay attention to which direction this arrow is going and make sure that matches your water flow, which we're flowing this way. And we're using all 3/4 inch pipes. So I've got a 3/4 inch slip to 3/4 inch male threaded. That'll go up into this end of the coupling. We just got to get the angle or the measurement right. Put this on this side, this on this side, screw our couplings together, and we should be good. My daddy taught me anything is always prime your PVC before you glue it. There you go, Dad. If you're watching, you can't fuss at me now. And just to make sure we don't have any leaks, we're going to go ahead and Teflon this male fitting that's going to go inside the coupling too. Anywhere we've got threads, we're going to make sure we use Teflon. Got a little backflow draining back from the hose pipe and all the irrigation inside the greenhouse. We're going to try to get all that water off of there, but we're going to use wet or dry cement. This stuff right here has saved me out of many a jam. I'll try to twist it a little bit and then hold it. And after a couple of minutes when we know our glue is good and dry on that pipe, then we can simply just screw the union up nice and snug. Now we'll do the same thing on the other side and cross our fingers we don't have any leaks. Alright y'all, if we've been living right, we should just be able to hook up our suction hose now and turn the water on, cross our fingers that we don't have any leaks. Take this little protective cap off right here, drop our filter. Actually, that's not part of the instructions. Don't drop your filter. Go ahead and shove your filter up into the clear intake line real good like that. We don't want any air leaks. It starts sucking air, it won't pull the fertilizer up like it should. Then we take our little female adapter right here, shove the suction line up on there as far as we can, screw this dude up. Okay, then we say a little silent prayer. We can go ahead, turn our water on, and we hear it clicking, so that is a good sign. That click you hear is the plunger in here going up and down. That's the actual device that sucks whatever chemical you're putting into the Dosatron and injects it into the water line. So looks like we're living right, folks. Don't see any leaks. Yeah. Now we put our fertilizer tank back in place, and of course it would be 3/4 full when the pump quit, but we don't want to waste it, but it's heavy. And since the pump has been down for a little while, we got these mixing sticks right here. Just put it in there and make sure our fertilizer is good and mixed up. Now we add our little weighted filter right here down into the tank. Make sure it's got plenty enough line to go all the way down to the bottom. Turn on our hose, and we should see some blue fertilizer come up here and be injected into our fertigation system. And there goes our juice going up into the Dosatron. We needed that wind. It's been a hell of a week this week, you guys. And everything is clicking right along. That's the sound it's supposed to make right there. You can feel it in the line that it's working, pulling that nutrient up. We are good to go. We did it, guys. I sure hope that fan wasn't too loud for you guys to hear me as I was trying to explain, but well, I am so glad that thing did not leak. I was praying hard on my end. I don't know about you guys, but what we got back here is 2 tanks. So this is a bloom booster for when everything's in bloom, and then this is a just a general all-purpose fertilizer for any other time during the year. So now when we need fertilizer, we just leave that valve open. It'll go through the Dosatron, inject it into the fertigation system. And if we want just water, we just close that one off, open that one up, and you get just water. So some of y'all were asking, you know, how we fertilize, what we fertilize with. So just thought that'd be kind of interesting and maybe help somebody else out who's looking into a fertigation system for their nursery. But Dosatron has been a great product for us. They last a long time. That thing gets used a tremendous amount. I'll probably take the old one home with me, maybe try to rebuild it one more time, use it at my personal greenhouse at home, because it's not near as critical as down here. But if you could see how beautiful all these plants are, that's the reason back there, as well as all the guys and gals down here at Grassroots to keep everything looking so good. Well, again, guys, hope this video helps some of y'all out that are thinking of doing a similar operation. Other than that, they've already shut the door on me. I'm getting out of here. The more you know, the more you grow. See you on the next video.